Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. This is that Commodore Vanderbilt that showed up today. And I just wanted to do a quick experiment. So I've hooked the battery up and I want to see how much this Commodore Vanderbilt draws as far as current. Now this is a pre-war motor. It's 80 years old. So just want to do a quick experiment. I've got the battery connected. I have the meter set to amps DC. Let's see how this runs and what it takes to power it. So we're up and running. So 1.9 amps. So this takes twice the current of the Lionel 2025, which weighs 3.5 pounds more than this. That is really, really interesting. So regardless of what motor I have tested, the Marx motors consistently draw more current. 1.6 amps right now, currently just cruising around the rail, as you see. So the Lionel, all the Lionels that I tested drew 0.9 amps. The big diesels, the 2025, the 2036, and yet all of the Marx motors draw 1.2, 1.4, in this case 1.6, and they weigh 3 pounds less. So it just goes to show that the Marx motor is not as efficient as the Lionel motor, period. Every Marx motor I have tested is consistently higher current draw. Anyway, as you can see, this Commodore Vanderbilt's running perfectly even on this battery. I still have not charged the battery, and this thing is just barely cracked open. Take it up a bit. Okay, drawing 1.75 amps. As you see, that motor is running perfectly, just absolutely perfectly. So it was definitely worth the 12 bucks. Anyway, just another experiment to compare current draw to the Lionel motors. And like I said, consistently the Marx draw more current, period. No doubt about that at all. So anyway, just a quick follow-up video on this. So this is running splendidly on the battery. The battery still has not been charged. So like I said, these batteries are more than efficient, or more than sufficient to run model trains. It'll run these things for hours, hours and hours. This is what, now the 4th day of running that motor, or that battery, on dozens of different locomotives. And it's still running just absolutely splendidly. So no problem with the battery. The battery works, no doubt. Again, imagine how long you can actually run the layout on a full-size car battery. 600 amps, 900 amps. This one's limited to 5. And it's still running absolutely perfectly. So just a quick follow-up to see what this pre-war motor draws as far as current. And currently, it's actually dropped a bit now. Like I said, when they warm up, they draw less. 1.6 amps. And going down to, let's see what the minimum is. 1.56 is the minimum. So about 1.5 amps. And as I said, the 2025, which weighs 4.5 pounds, draws 0.9 amps. So that's an incredible difference. Anyway, just a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.